Hi, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Lindsay, and today I am going to be sharing some tips for sustainable weight loss on WW or Weight Watchers. I'm just gonna preface by saying that my kids are playing with my husband downstairs, so you might hear some background noise. My cat's walking around me on the bed, so we're just gonna try and work around it. Just a little bit of background if this is your first time here. I have been doing WW since April of 2018. After I had my second son, I decided that I needed to lose some weight because of some health issues. I had postpartum hypertension and I was sent back to labor and delivery triage for monitoring, and then I was put on a high blood pressure medication for about 6 weeks until my blood pressure came back down, and it was a little bit of a wake-up call for me that I needed to get my health in check, and that's where my journey started. At my lowest weight, I had lost a total of 85 pounds, and that was back in, I think I hit goal in March of 2019. We are now January 2020, and I think I gained back about 10 pounds, and I just want to get back down to that lowest weight. And I have taken myself from maintenance mode back to losing weight, and I work my days with 23 daily points. So when Weight Watchers made all of the changes to the plans, I decided to go with purple. I did about 4 to 5 weeks on purple, and then I decided that I was going to switch back to blue. And if you're interested in why, I will go ahead and link that video where I discuss that up in the cards if you are interested in checking that out. I also want to add that throughout this entire journey, I did not go to meetings. So after I reached my goal weight, I never got lifetime status. I never got any chips or anything like that. I always told myself that if I hit a plateau that I couldn't break through, that I would start going to meetings. But until then, I was just gonna track on the app, and I had great success without going to the meetings. Everyone has their own reasons for going to meetings or not going to meetings, but for me, I just kind of waited it out, and then I ended up being successful on WW without going to the meetings. If meetings are what works for you, then more power to you. I strongly encourage you to go to your meetings. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my top tips for a sustainable weight loss on WW. My first tip is going to be an extremely obvious one, but it is to track. It's the only way that you're going to be mindful of what you're putting into your body. If you've hit a plateau, make sure that you're being honest with yourself. Sometimes I'll catch myself like snacking on my kids' leftover dinosaur chicken nuggets, or slipping and eating something that I know is going to send me over my dailies, and then I won't track it. So that's my first tip, is to just track everything, especially when you're starting out. Even track your 0-point foods. Just get into the habit of eating and tracking, and even now I just track all of my food first thing in the morning, and then I am set up for success for the rest of the day. My second tip is going to be to move your body. Find an exercise that you truly enjoy and do that. So for me, it is weightlifting or strength training mixed with cardio. If you like to run, run. If you don't like to run, don't run. I don't like to run. If you like to do yoga, do that. Find an exercise class, go with a friend. Just find something that you truly love to do and that's going to be sustainable for you to do long term, and don't be afraid to add something else in. Do not work out to punish yourself. Don't splurge on a meal and then work out extra hard the next day as a punishment for your body. Work out as a celebration of what your body is capable of doing. My third tip is going to be to have a no tracking day. Take a day once a week to eat something that you have wanted throughout the week. For me, this is Saturdays because I normally have the most going on during the week. There'll be like a birthday party to go to, or some sort of celebration or family get together or something like that. I don't like to look at this as a cheat day or a cheat meal because I don't want to get into the mindset that this is a diet and I'm cheating. It's a lifestyle. It's sustainable to eat something that you've been wanting throughout the week. If you are in the middle of your weight loss journey or just starting out, it's also a great way to take a day to practice what maintenance mode is going to be like. You're not always going to want to, track every day, and it's a great way to practice that moderation that you're going to have when you're on maintenance. My Saturdays are all about taking a break from weighing my food, tracking my food, measuring my food. It's just a day to let loose, and it makes life so much more sustainable when you're trying to spend the other 6 days a week tracking. So I will usually have one meal on Saturdays that I have been wanting throughout the week. So we'll order pizza for dinner. I'll have a burger and fries and a milkshake for dinner. It just makes it way more sustainable for me personally to have that meal that I can just sit down and enjoy. Let me know if you would want to see like a what I eat in a day when I'm not tracking, and I'd be more than happy to film that. Number 3 is short and sweet, and that is to use a food scale instead of measuring cups and measuring spoons. And that is because it's so much more accurate to measure pounds, ounces, grams, milliliters using a food scale rather than like measuring cups and measuring spoons. This is the one that I use. It's just a regular old digital scale. It's battery powered. It has a tare weight, and it has all different kinds of units of measurement. I just got it on Amazon, and I can link it down below if you're interested in purchasing a food scale. It was really affordable. I think it was $20 or less. Tip number 4 is to find healthy alternatives to meals that you love. Eating salads and plain grilled chicken with vegetables, to me, it's not sustainable. So I have found meals that I liked in the past that I have made healthy alternatives for. So for me, it's 2-ingredient dough pizza instead of ordering fast food pizza, or sushi bowls with cauliflower rice instead of getting takeout sushi with regular white rice and dipping it in a cup of soy sauce. Real food that tastes good is going to make your weight loss so much more sustainable than trying to eat, like I said, salads and plain grilled chicken with vegetables and no carb. And tip number 5 is going to be eat slow and enjoy your food. Take time to appreciate your new relationship with food. Listen to your body when it tells you that it is full, and it makes it so much easier to hear what your body is telling you when you're eating slowly and mindfully. Tip number 6, have a few quick and easy recipes where you always have the ingredients on hand. That is going to deter you from just completely dropping the ball and ordering something out, and then you're gonna self-sabotage and you're going to feel like you've completely blown it. So if you set yourself up for success and you have something on hand that is quick and easy, it's quick to get on the table, especially if you have children or other mouths to feed, it is going to make it so much easier for you. So for me, this will be like frozen chicken, cauliflower rice, and vegetables, and then I'll always have like a barbecue sauce on hand. It's just about having something quick and easy, or brown rice pasta, or a spaghetti squash and jarred sauce and like some mushrooms and a salad. It's just things that you are easy to have, that are always on hand, that keep for a long time in your pantry or your freezer or even in your fridge, that you can just whip up into a quick meal. So have have an arsenal of meals that are easy to get out onto the table. Tip number 7 is probably going to be one of my most important tips. Before you weigh in, whether it's at a meeting or on your scale in your bathroom, take some time to reflect on your week. And this is not a place to put negativity into anything. And when I say reflect, I don't mean to reflect back on everything that you did wrong. If you did do something wrong, take some time to think about how you can improve it in your new, fresh week. So reflecting, you can either do it in your head, you can journal, you can say it into a mirror, as cheesy as that may sound. Think about everything that you did right in the past week, and think about how much you love your body and how capable it is, and everything that it is doing for you. Your heart is beating, your lungs are full of air, your brain is functioning, and everything that could have possibly went wrong in that past week, you can put past you, you can think about how to improve, and you can move forward into your new fresh week. My 8th and last tip is, if you slip up, do not beat yourself up. This kind of is going off of tip number 7, reflecting on the past week and not reflecting back on the negative things, but just don't beat yourself up about anything. We're all human. Having 1 or 2 or even 3 bad weeks, it's not enough to sabotage the rest of your life. In the long term, this is all about sustainability. When you hit your goal, you're not going to eat healthy and clean for the rest of your life. So indulge in moderation, eat it slow, enjoy it, appreciate it, and then move on. Do not self-sabotage and think that just because you ate 4 chocolate chip cookies that you're no longer worthy of your WW journey, or any journey that you might be on, and think to yourself that you may as well cancel your membership and continue to have an unhealthy relationship with food, because that is not how it has to be. I really hope that these tips are gonna help you out on your journey. I know that so many of you are starting yours in the new year, and I wish you the best of luck. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you'd like to see any more from me. I'll see you next time. Bye.